Good Sunday morning. I'm KHOU 11 meteorologist Ramirez, and it is marathon day here across the Houston area. We have a lot of runners in town visiting from all over, running that marathon, and it is currently 41 degrees outside. Sun has risen at 7:18 this morning. Currently looking live at the Meckham Fountain out near the Museum of Natural Science. This is just outside of Herman Park near Hotel Zaza. You're able to see those runners there. You're definitely seeing those temps a bit on the chilly side. Bush Airport at 41, Brenham at 40 degrees, 39 in Tomball, Pearland at 42 degrees, and we are expecting it to be quite pleasant if you are a runner out there. As we look at the past Houston marathons, we've had some pretty cold marathons days here across the Houston area. Back last year in 2025, it was 31 degrees and we had some rainfall with it. It was like a misty, cold day. The year before that, 33, just a degree above freezing. And most other years, we've just been in the 30s, and I think this year is one of the best forecasts that we could possibly have had for marathon, because we are not looking at any significant wind speeds. It's not as breezy out there as what we saw yesterday. We're seeing those winds a bit calm, but as you look at those future winds, we're going to see those winds out of the north between 9 and 10 miles an hour, at times gusting up to 15 miles an hour, but that's not too bad. But it is going to be warmer later on this afternoon with those high temps topping out at 62 degrees here by the 3 p.m. hour. So radar right now not showing any rain on the radar. We are quite quiet here across the Houston area and much of the south. There is a cold front on the way for the middle of the week, but those current temps right now are just a bit chilly, and you're going to need a jacket if you are heading out the door, or maybe if you're a spectator. I think it's going to be a few hours before those runners get to certain locations here across the track. So if you are planning to go be a spectator, and if you are tracking your loved one on the app, just keep in mind that you're going to need a pretty heavy jacket, especially as temps are going to remain chilly through the day. And also we're not going to see much sunshine. We will see the sun, but the cloud cover is going to be just enough to not be overbearing as we head into the afternoon hours. Here's a look at our weather setup. We are expecting quiet conditions for the next couple of days. We have a little bit of a disturbance that's going to be making its way in from the west. That could bring a few showers into portions of the southern areas of our viewing area, but it's going to remain seasonal. There is going to be a weak cold front arriving on Wednesday. That's going to keep those temperatures in the 60s, overnight lows in the 40s. And so it's these reinforcing cold fronts that we're going to be seeing that are just going to cause it to remain mostly chilly here across the area for the next few days. There's also another cold front on the way for next weekend, but this next one's going to be a little bit stronger. It's going to have some rain chances with it, and that is going to bring those temps down in the 50s. You could see more of those 40-degree temps as we head into Saturday and into next weekend, but rain chances on the way for next weekend for Saturday. But other than that, we're tracking the latest. We do need as much rain as we can possibly get, because we are seeing those drought conditions increasing across our area, especially for portions of southern Harris County, even portions of South Houston, looking at severe drought currently at the moment. Looking at the 10-day high temperature trends, we are looking at a rather quiet outlook, but temps are going to be around those seasonal normals. Usually average highs around 63 degrees, and that's where we're going to be really around. The temperature is going to be around those seasonal normals, at least for the next 7 days. And so as we look at that 7-day forecast, high temps in the 60s for today, 58 for Monday, 40-degree temps are going to be in the picture through those overnight hours. So you're going to be able to really need those jackets at least for the next 7 days. For Friday and Saturday, whether you do have a 50% chance of showers with that next cold front for next weekend, but we are expecting those temps to remain mostly just chilly for the most part. We're going to have some pleasant afternoon temperatures, but you will need those jackets heading out the door. So running weather checklist is what we're expecting to see. If you are a runner, well, maybe you're probably not watching me right now. You're probably out running, but if you're a spectator, what they really need is no heat, no humidity, no rain, and light wind. Perfect conditions out there for running, especially as we look over downtown Houston. Temperature is warming up. The sun has risen. It's causing those temps to warm on up to about 41 degrees. We were in the 30s about 30 minutes to an hour ago, but currently right now, here's a live look right now of the Meckham Fountain out near Herman Park, where temperatures are in the 40s and upper 30s across the area. So looking live right now, we are seeing some sunshine, but just giving you a look of the camera of those runners that are just running past one of Houston's most iconic water fountains. I don't know, I grew up in Houston, and it was always a highlight of going on a field trip to the Museum of Natural Science and passing this water fountain. That was like a childhood memory, and this is just nostalgic a nostalgic view for us as we look at those runners running around one of Houston's most iconic water fountains there near in the Museum District. But looking at currently, Bush Airport 41 degrees, Brenham at 40, Tomball 39, Pearland at 42 degrees. We are expecting those temperatures to remain mostly chilly for the next few hours, but as we look currently across the Houston area for looking at those cameras, but we are expecting a little bit of sunshine here and there as we go into the next couple of hours. Galveston right now, we're seeing a little bit of overcast skies. Buffalo Bayou, seeing that little bit of cloud cover, sun finally making its appearance, but like I said, not too sunny where it's going to be overbearing for most of those athletes out there, but we are expecting those winds to also not be as strong as well. We're only gusting up to about 10-15 miles an hour, moving out of the north between 5 and 8 miles an hour, but expecting the next few hours to top out in the low 60s, 62 degrees by 3 p.m. We will be a bit warmer this afternoon. Just keep in mind that we are expecting a little bit of a warming trend for today and tomorrow, but the great news is that we're not expecting any rain chances. Rain not on radar. The only showers that we're looking at that's near us is out in South Texas. We're seeing some showers moving into the Rio Grande Valley. That's all thanks to a little disturbance that's moving into that area, but that is going to really be the cause of some more of those showers up and down the Texas coast for the next couple of days. But future tracks just showing clearing for this afternoon. It's going to cause those temps to warm up into the 60s, and we are expecting it to be mostly chilly as we head into the next couple of mornings here. And so for the next few days, just reiterating what our weather pattern is going to be like as we progress through much of the week. We have a little trough, a little disturbance that's going to be making its way into portions of West Texas along the Rio Grande River, but that might bring a few showers for Tuesday. However, by Wednesday, we do have a little bit of a weak cold front. This is not a strong front, but a weak front that will bring some dry air. It's going to keep those temperatures chilly in the morning hours, keeping those temps in the low 60s. We might even see a more 50-degree temps on Thursday. But after that, we have another front on the way for Saturday that would bring some rain chances with it as this next strong system will make its way into our area for next weekend. So keep that in mind as well, is that we have a series of cold fronts on the way that's going to keep those temps chilly at least for the next 7 days. However, there's going to be a few afternoons where we will see those temps in the upper 60s, especially by the middle of the week. So that warming trend taking place at least through Wednesday. That weak front bringing those high temps down into the low 60s. For Thursday, we're going to be back to, we're going to have a little bit of a roller coaster effect for the end of the week. 66 for Wednesday, 60 for Thursday, back to 68 for Friday, then back down to 58 for Saturday. So we will see the little bit of a roller coaster ride of temperatures for the latter half of this week, but no rain chances, at least for the next few days. But we will see those overnight lows into the 40s. These are the morning temperatures that you see there, and that is going to really just cause the need for those jackets, at least for the next 7 days here across the Houston area. So that's your extended forecast as we head into our new week. Make sure to stay up to date with the latest weather forecast on KHOU.com and on the KHOU 11 app. And thank you so much for joining me on this extended forecast here on KHOU 11 Plus. Have a great rest of your Sunday.